Chinese developer Game Science just threw a monkey wrench into the ever-turning gears of the culture war, where ideologies clash and the very essence of entertainment as a whole is processed in the ever-shifting cultural landscape. Is the final product of a black myth Wukong a triumph of cultural pride, or is it being torn apart by the constant demands to meet the Western ideals of diversity and inclusion? So, Black Myth Wukong, right? It's a Chinese-developed gem inspired by the legendary Journey to the West, where you play as the Monkey King himself. Sounds pretty straightforward, right? But, it's anything but. The game has stirred up more than just the dust of ancient myths. It has kicked up a political storm in all the political arenas. On one side, you got the cultural nationalists celebrating it as a triumph of Chinese storytelling in the gaming world, a beacon of their heritage shining so bright in the global market. They're not just monkeying around, they're waving a flag. And before we get into this video, please like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, give me a nice little monkey paw thumbs up, and let's get into the video. Gamers, rise up. Then, there's the other camp, the critics, the PC police, if you will, who have been scrutinizing every pixel for diversity, representation, and political correctness. They're asking, where's the inclusivity? Why can't I play as a female Monkey King? I guess some folks got a thing for orangutan titties. I mean, how would that character design work? I don't think I'm ready to see a monkey with a bra. The idea alone is just deeply unsettling. Anyways, and let's not forget the gamers, the real heroes in this saga, I'm pointing at you, caught up in the crossfire of this never-ending war that they never asked for, just wanting a damn good game without having to choose sides, or like, can we just enjoy a game for what it is, visually impressive, challenging adventure, yada yada yada. Gamers, I feel your pain. Just know, this is the life we chose. It's not easy being part of the most oppressed class, okay? Just gotta put your big boy pants on, or big girl pants on. And if you're wearing a skirt, I guess your big girl panties on. Now, let's talk about the main figures in this fight. You got figures like Mark Kern, aka Grums, one of the minds behind the creation of World of Warcraft, known for picking up the mantle in his fight against the perceived shoehorning of DEI in the gaming industry, and his no-nonsense take on gaming, probably nodding in approval of Wukong for sticking to its cultural roots, maybe even seeing it as a big, blistering middle finger to the forced diversity narrative. Meanwhile, the game's success skyrocketing to the top of the sales charts might just be the loudest statement yet against what some see as the over-politicization of gaming. But let's dive deeper. Why does Black Myth Wukong stir such a strong reaction? It's not just about the game itself, it's a mirror reflecting our society's current battles over identity, representation, and what stories we tell. On one hand, you've got gamers and developers like Grums arguing for a return to what they see as the essence of gaming: gameplay, story, cultural authenticity. On the other hand, you've got critics and players who believe games should reflect the diversity of our world, pushing the boundaries and challenging the norms. What should be noted is that this is a Western way of thinking, and this is a game coming out of China where the population is largely homogenous, which I think makes it safe to say that they don't value the same things that us here in the West do. So, what's the other side argument in all of this? Well, in the world of Western gaming journalism, such as Screen Rant, they knocked it down to a 3 out of 5 stars, partially because it was lacking in both inclusivity and diversity. Perhaps you wanted to see more gorilla and non-binary lemur representation. Here is where it gets a little more interesting. Black Myth Wukong isn't just a game. It's become a symbol. For some, it's a symbol of Chinese cultural pride, a game that says, hey, we can tell our own stories and we do it well. For others, it's a missed opportunity, a game that could have done more to represent modern Western values. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, or should I say the Monkey King flinging his fecal matter in the royal court. The game's developers faced allegations of sexism, which did not help its case in the political correctness debate. But they remain just that, allegations. But here's the question. Is it fair to judge a game based on its developers' personal lives or social media gaffes, or should we judge it solely on its content and its gameplay. The age-old dilemma of separating the art and the artist, which in this current era, a bygone philosophy in the eyes of many. Is this a vote against the woke culture in gaming, or is this gamers voting with their wallets for a game that looks damn good and plays well? We've seen this before, right? Games like The Last of Us Part 2, or Cyberpunk 2077, or even most recently Stellar Blade. They stir the pot not just for gameplay, but for what they represent culturally. Wukong just might be the latest in this line, a game that intentionally or not has become a cultural flashpoint. Where does this leave us? As gamers, as critics, as evolved apes? Maybe Black Myth Wukong isn't just about a Monkey King's journey, it's about our journey through the modern cultural landscape, where every game, every choice, every pixel can spark a debate. And remember, while we're busy over diversity in a game about a mythical monkey, there's real-world problems and issues that need our attention. But hey, that's just the beauty of gaming, isn't it? It's not just entertainment, it's a reflection of who we are, what we value, literally what we focus on, and sometimes what we're willing to fight over. So keep playing, keep debating, because at the end of the day, isn't that what games are supposed to be about? Fun! But let's not get too high on our own supply. There's also the angle of, is this game really that groundbreaking, or are we just seeing a cultural backlash in action? Some say it's mediocre at best, it's a success fueled more by controversy than quality. Well, lucky for you, here on this channel, we're actually streaming it in real time on whatever platform you're watching this on. And I've got to say, though not my favorite Soulsborne-like game, so far, so good. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe for more content. It helps more than you can imagine. And for the sake of this humble channel, let's keep this conversation going. Let's keep this culture war civil, at least for the most part. After all, in the world of gaming, every opinion matters, yours especially, so leave them in the comments, even if it's about the Monkey King's lack of inclusivity in his royal court, or your opinion on orangutan titties. I'll try my best not to judge, but no promises. We got some real weirdos out there, you know? So, bye-bye.